The art of silence is becoming increasingly rare in our modern, noisy world, where chatter and distractions are constant. But what if the moments when we choose not to speak were just as powerful as the times we do? How often do we stop to consider the true meaning of silence? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches individuals to master themselves with reason and emotional resilience. It offers valuable guidance on when to speak and when silence is the most effective choice. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "It's better to trip with your feet than with your tongue." This simple yet profound wisdom raises an important question. How many times have we regretted something we said in the heat of the moment or out of frustration? Stoicism doesn't just advise against impulsive speech, it encourages us to use silence as a tool for personal development and inner peace. Picture facing life's struggles with the quiet confidence that your silence conveys more strength than words ever could. Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence is more than just the absence of words. It's a conscious, meaningful response, carefully chosen. It is an active, powerful force, an approach that can de-escalate conflicts, protect us from harm, and deepen our understanding. But when should we embrace silence? In this exploration, we will uncover 9 critical situations in which silence is not only wise, but life-changing. As we delve into these insights, think about how practicing Stoic silence could transform the way you interact with others and maintain your inner peace. What if, instead of escalating a heated argument, you responded with a composed silence? What could that pause reveal about your thoughts and emotions? Join us as we uncover the powerful moments when silence can lead to profound personal growth. Let's discover the lessons Stoicism offers in cultivating silence for strength and clarity. Are you ready to explore the depths of Stoic wisdom? Leave a comment below to begin your journey. When facing unfair criticism. According to Stoic philosophy, being unfairly criticized presents a unique opportunity to build resilience and maintain integrity. The core teachings of this ancient philosophy suggest that how we respond to criticism is far more significant than the criticism itself. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once noted that if something outside of you bothers you, it's not the external thing causing harm, but your perception of it. He also emphasized that you can change your perspective on any situation at any time. This idea brings clarity to the fact that what truly bothers us about criticism is not the words themselves, but the way we internalize and react to them. Consider this. How could a shift in perspective on criticism make you stronger? Can you recall an instance when staying calm in the face of unfair criticism led to a positive outcome? For example, if you're leading a project and your boss harshly criticizes your work, a Stoic response would be to remain calm. Examine the feedback for any constructive insights and disregard irrelevant or unsubstantiated points. The Stoic thinker Epictetus advised that this approach not only preserves your peace of mind, but also protects your professional dignity. Don't talk about your theory, live it, he urged. To embody Stoicism, one must respond with measured, thoughtful reactions rather than defensiveness. Let your work and the quality of your responses speak for themselves. Choosing not to respond when faced with unfair criticism is more than just staying silent. It's a strategic decision. It's about focusing on what you can control, your responses and your attitude. This quiet strength transforms potential conflict into a display of personal power and philosophical commitment. As you navigate life's challenges, reflect on how silence could serve you. What opportunities might arise if you choose thoughtful silence over quick, emotional responses? How could this practice not only improve your mental clarity, but also positively influence those around you? By integrating Stoic principles into our daily lives, especially when confronted with unfair criticism, we align ourselves with a philosophy that values character and inner strength over external validation. This approach fosters personal growth and inspires others to do the same, particularly in a world where self-promotion and ego often overshadow humility. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one." Think about how silence in response to boastful or ego-driven comments could transform a potentially toxic environment into a space for self-reflection and growth. Criticism will always be part of life, and while it can be a valuable tool for improvement, It is not always delivered fairly. In these situations, it's easy to be thrown off balance, but Stoicism provides timeless advice on how to handle unjust criticism with grace and composure. By adopting Stoic principles, we can turn negative situations into opportunities for personal development and emotional fortitude. As Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to us that matters, but how we react to it. Next time you face unjust criticism, take a moment to pause before responding. This will help you avoid acting impulsively and give you time to reflect on the situation without losing your composure. As the Stoics say, you control your mind, not external events. Understanding this will empower you to remain strong in the face of adversity. What people think of you, how skilled you are, or what you can do should not define your worth. It's important to recognize that criticism can be more easily understood when you separate it from your personal identity. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone can show me that I'm in error, I will gladly change, for I seek the truth." This mindset invites the possibility of growth, no matter how unfair the criticism may seem. Even in harsh judgment, there may be a kernel of truth. Seek any constructive feedback hidden within the unfairness and use it as an opportunity to improve. Let go of unnecessary negative thoughts. As Epictetus wisely taught, first, understand the meaning of what you say, and then speak. So when faced with unjust criticism, stay composed and maintain your politeness. Not only does this show your inner strength, but it also prevents the situation from escalating. A calm response often disarms the reviewer, revealing your maturity and self-control. Focus on your own progress. Don't waste time debating what a good man should be. Marcus Aurelius advises, be yourself, the best version of yourself. Shift your attention away from unfair criticism and direct it toward your personal goals and development. This way, you can rise above any challenges and continue moving forward on your journey. Although it's difficult to handle unfair judgment, following Stoic principles can transform these challenges into opportunities for growth. Remember to pause, detach yourself from the criticism, and look for any piece of truth. Respond with calmness and respect, keeping your focus on your personal growth. This approach helps you embody the Stoic ideal of maintaining inner peace and strength, even when external circumstances are tough. Moving on to the next idea, let's look at Stoic silence amidst boasting. Imagine being at a networking event where someone constantly brags about their promotions and luxurious lifestyle. You might feel tempted to counter their boasts with your own achievements. However, Stoicism teaches us the power of restraint. By choosing silence, you not only maintain composure, but also allow others to reveal more about themselves through their words. This approach saves your energy for meaningful conversations and fosters an environment of respect and dignity. Silence, in this case, is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it reflects strategic restraint that demonstrates wisdom and confidence. Another wise Stoic noted, "He who does not wish to be outdone in kindness should return one benefit with another, but many at once." In practice, this means you should refrain from responding to empty boasts with words, but instead let your actions speak for themselves. How often do you feel compelled to share your own success when someone else is bragging? What if instead you decided to listen attentively, acknowledging their accomplishments with a nod or a smile, and then shifted your focus back to your own values and goals? Embracing Stoic silence in the face of boasting allows you to live a life that is not measured by competition, but by genuine self-worth. It creates a peaceful, successful atmosphere rooted in contentment, not comparison. Take a moment to reflect on how accepting silence in such situations could improve your life and relationships. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Together, let's strive for more peace, happiness, and success in our lives. Next, let's discuss how to deal with anger effectively. Anger can feel overwhelming, like a storm that clouds your judgment and steals your calm. But Stoic philosophy offers a path to navigate these intense emotions. It teaches us the power of a moment of silence, a brief pause that helps us gain control over our feelings. Epicurus, a prominent Stoic figure, said, "Keep quiet most of the time and only speak when necessary." Imagine a day at work when a colleague's mistake results in hours of extra work for you. Your first instinct might be to lash out in frustration, But consider this. What if you chose to remain silent instead? By not reacting in anger, you allow yourself time to reflect and view the situation with greater clarity. This pause can prevent the conflict from escalating and help you respond with greater thoughtfulness. When faced with a conflict, it's often more productive to focus on finding constructive solutions rather than engaging in heated arguments. Take a moment to reflect. How many times has reacting impulsively in anger led to regrets? Would things have turned out differently if you had paused and calmed yourself before speaking? Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, offers valuable insight in his writings, pointing out that the consequences of anger often far exceed the initial causes of our irritation. This reflection encourages us to think about the aftermath of anger. In many instances, the damage caused by an angry outburst outweighs the event or issue that triggered it in the first place. Consider Nelson Mandela, a remarkable leader who, despite being imprisoned for many years, chose forgiveness over anger toward his oppressors. His decision not only transformed his own life, but also played a pivotal role in guiding his country toward reconciliation. In a similar vein, choosing silence in the face of anger doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means choosing a response that aligns with your better self. This practice fosters inner peace, enhances relationships, and creates the foundation for a more successful and fulfilling life, especially as we navigate the unavoidable frustrations of daily existence. Remember, silence can be a sanctuary, a space where wisdom reigns supreme. By embracing this approach, you might discover that sometimes the quietest response is the most profound and potent. Anger is a natural emotion that everyone experiences at some point in their lives. However, when left unchecked, uncontrolled anger can damage relationships and harm your well-being. Stoicism provides practical tools for managing anger, focusing on self-discipline, clarity of thought, and inner tranquility. Begin by identifying the triggers that set off your anger. Is it a particular person, a situation, or a specific event? Understanding the root cause of your anger is the first step toward managing it effectively. Engage in self-reflection to explore why these things evoke such strong reactions. Our assumptions and preconceived notions often play a significant role in how we respond to certain situations. Accept that there are external factors beyond your control. While you can't change what happens in the world around you, you do have control over how you react to those events. By adopting a mindful approach, focusing on the present moment, and avoiding excessive dwelling on past issues or future worries, you can better manage your emotional responses. When anger arises, practice deep breathing exercises to help calm your mind and body. Take a moment to pause and reflect on the potential consequences of your actions before responding. Ask yourself, what will happen if I act out of anger right now? Could it make things worse? Consider shifting your perspective. Try to see the situation from the other person's viewpoint. This act of empathy can reduce feelings of anger and help you respond more rationally. Alternatively, imagine how a Stoic philosopher might view the situation. Would they deem it unimportant or trivial? The Stoic approach encourages focusing on solutions rather than obsessing over problems. Instead of letting anger consume you, find practical ways to address the issue at hand. Build emotional resilience by reminding yourself that you have the power to choose your reactions. With self-control and patience, you can learn to detach emotionally and view the situation from a more objective standpoint. By cultivating internal strength, you equip yourself to handle life's challenges more effectively. Engaging in activities like physical exercise, journaling, or meditation can help you manage your emotions and improve your overall mental well-being. When you channel your anger into productive outlets, such as working out, creating art, or pursuing personal growth, you transform negative energy into something positive. See anger as an opportunity for self-improvement. Use it as a chance to learn more about your triggers and refine your responses moving forward. One crucial aspect of managing anger effectively is improving communication. Instead of lashing out, express your feelings calmly and assertively without hostility or aggression. This approach is essential for maintaining both your own well-being and the health of your relationships. In conclusion, managing anger is a vital skill for both your mental health and the quality of your relationships. By identifying the underlying causes of anger, practicing mindfulness, shifting perspectives, and developing emotional strength, you can turn anger into a constructive force. Embrace the Stoic teachings of self-discipline and inner peace, and you will lead a life marked by greater emotional stability and fulfillment. Now let's move on to the next topic, which illustrates how silence can be a powerful response in the face of false rumors. When gossip or misinformation spreads, it can cause unnecessary harm and confusion. Stoic philosophy offers a strong response: remain quiet. Consider the example of a teacher in a small town who was falsely accused of misconduct. As rumors spread throughout the community, the teacher chose not to engage in defending or explaining the situation. Instead, she relied on her silence, letting time and truth speak for themselves. Honesty and integrity to stand firm. This silence is not an act of passive surrender, but rather a wise and strategic decision rooted in understanding. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, we only have control over our thoughts, not the events that happen around us. When you embrace this, you tap into true strength. How many times have we seen that hastily spoken words only escalate situations? In contrast, how could silence shield you from the venom of false accusations? By withholding comment, the teacher allowed the initial storm of gossip to subside. With time, as no further evidence emerged, the truth naturally became her defense. This demonstrates the Stoic belief in focusing on what is within our control, our actions and reactions, rather than fretting over rumors or falsehoods, which are beyond our influence. As Epictetus once pointed out, if someone speaks ill of you, you should respond with kindness. This counterintuitive advice suggests that by responding to negativity with positivity, or in this case, silence, you can change the direction of unproductive exchanges. When faced with unfounded accusations, speaking softly can communicate trust in the truth, showing respect and confidence in what you know to be real. Think about how important it is to wait before responding to stories that may come your way. Let the storm pass before speaking. The most effective way to protect your peace and reputation is to live according to the principles you stand by, rather than engaging in every whisper of conflict. In such situations, silence is not just a shield for your own protection, it is a way to demonstrate your commitment to Stoic principles. So, as you navigate the complexities of personal and professional relationships, allow Stoic silence to guide you through the turbulence of false rumors. In this stillness, you may find the path to a more peaceful, fulfilled, and successful life. Dealing with loss. How do you handle the profound silence that follows a significant loss? Loss is an inevitable part of human existence that often leaves us with an emptiness filled with sorrow and confusion. Yet, Stoicism offers a unique perspective on managing pain. For instance, the renowned author C.S. Lewis, in his book A Grief Observed, expressed that the pain he felt after losing his wife was tied to the happiness they once shared. This is a deeply Stoic outlook on grief, recognizing that life's losses are woven into the larger, natural fabric of existence. Love and loss are two sides of the same coin. Seneca, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, spoke poignantly about the brevity of life. He reminded us that the very day we begin to worry that it might be our last is in fact a reminder of eternity. How would your response to loss change if you viewed it not as a finality, but as a shift, a transition? What might you gain by accepting the silence that follows loss, allowing yourself the time and space to reflect and heal? After his wife's death, Lewis didn't rush to fill the void with explanations or distractions. Instead, he took the time to delve deeply into his thoughts and emotions, embracing the Stoic belief that suffering can lead to profound personal growth. His journey through grief highlighted how maintaining a calm mind can help transform deep sorrow into a better understanding of life's impermanence and beauty. Silence after loss is not about avoiding the pain, but rather about giving yourself the opportunity to reflect, heal, and eventually move forward. It's about allowing your emotions to unfold naturally, without rushing to force an end to them. Reflect on how you've faced losses in your own life. How might the Stoic practice of reflective silence assist you in dealing with grief in the future? How could this approach not only help you heal, but also aid those around you in their own healing journey? We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences with loss, and how the practice of Stoicism might have shaped your path. What lessons have you learned from the quiet moments, and how has silence helped you to find peace and recovery? Allow yourself to cry and experience the pain. When you're going through difficult moments, try not to judge yourself. Writing down your feelings in a journal or talking with a trusted friend can be a powerful way to process your emotions. Reflect on what aspects of the situation you can actually change. According to Stoic philosophy, we should let go of things beyond our control and concentrate on what is within our power. Focus on the parts of your life you can influence. Think about how you can approach your loss in a way that helps you cope and release anything that's out of your control. Reframe the situation and view it as an opportunity to grow. Stoics believe that every challenge can serve as a chance to improve. Take a moment to consider what you can learn from the situation. What lessons can this loss provide? How can this experience make you stronger, wiser, or even more compassionate? One powerful practice is expressing gratitude. Shifting your focus to what you still have, rather than what you've lost, can be incredibly healing. Write down things you're grateful for every day. This simple act helps you see the positives and offers a fresh perspective, bringing calmness into your life. Don't be afraid to seek support. Stoicism highlights the importance of community. Having a group that you can rely on during hard times can provide the strength you need to move forward. Reach out to family, friends, or support groups. Discussing your feelings with others can make you feel less isolated and more understood. Although coping with loss is never easy, Stoic principles can give us the strength to persevere. By acknowledging our emotions, focusing on what we can control, altering our perspective, practicing gratitude, and reaching out for help, we can begin to heal and even thrive. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever encountered someone who acts as though they understand something, but their actions reveal otherwise? And yet they hold their beliefs as strongly as if they were experts. Though it's frustrating, it's the perfect moment to practice patience and grace. Galileo, the renowned scientist who advocated for the heliocentric model in an era when the geocentric view was dominant, is a prime example of how to handle ignorance. Despite facing fierce opposition and even being placed under house arrest, Galileo maintained his dignity and commitment to the truth. He often chose silence when confronted with false accusations and ignorance. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control the actions of others, only our response to them. As the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not over external events." By embracing this mindset, we gain strength. Think about how you could apply this perspective next time you encounter someone who is wrong, yet firm in their belief. How might changing your response help you navigate the situation? Galileo's silence wasn't an act of weakness. Instead, it was a powerful statement of his integrity and his unwavering belief in the truth. He knew that truth stands on its own and doesn't need validation through words. Over time, this approach aligns with Stoic principles. Focus on your own actions and accept that others' beliefs are beyond your control. Being gracious means recognizing the limits of your influence and carefully choosing which battles to fight. It's about remaining patient and understanding, even when things feel frustrating. This practice leads not only to a more peaceful and fulfilling life, but also helps you develop a broader perspective, one that values long-term respect and success rather than fleeting victories. Reflect on how silence can be a graceful response to ignorance in your own life. How might this approach improve your relationships and overall well-being? Let Galileo's example inspire you to practice Stoic silence, turning challenging situations into opportunities for inner peace and personal growth. How to handle rumors. At some point, you've probably been the target of rumors. You may have heard whispers growing louder as they spread. It's a natural human reaction to feel upset, but choosing silence can often shift the situation. Consider the story of a community leader who dedicated herself to environmental protection, only to face false rumors about personal gain. Instead of confronting each rumor individually, she stayed focused on her mission. She kept in mind Marcus Aurelius's wisdom: the best revenge is to be unlike the one who has wronged you. The leader's decision to stay silent and persist in her advocacy serves as a powerful reminder of a vital Stoic principle. Actions speak louder than words. Her choice to remain quiet in the face of rumors emphasizes that it is not external events that disturb us, but rather how we choose to respond to them. Imagine how different your life could be if you decided to ignore rumors, responding not with words, but with unwavering action. What strength might you gain by choosing not to explain yourself, but instead to continue forward on your path? If someone spreads harmful truths about you, the wisdom of Epictetus advises us to focus on self-improvement. However, if the claims are false, the wise leader did not just maintain her peace. She instructed her followers to look past the lies by encouraging them to laugh at the baseless accusations. Over time, those who did not believe in her faded, but her steady demeanor and steadfast resolve showed that Stoic silence can preserve both one's reputation and inner peace. This example illustrates how Stoic principles can be applied to modern life, demonstrating that our reactions to false information can either fuel the fire or extinguish it. It also highlights that silence is not a passive response, but an active, powerful choice that allows our lives and actions to speak for themselves. Reflect on this approach the next time you encounter rumors. How might practicing Stoic silence help you stay composed and focused? How might it shift how others perceive you over time? I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences with handling rumors in the comments below. How has silence supported you in dealing with such challenges, and what insights have you gained from these situations? Your feedback could offer valuable guidance to others in navigating similar struggles. Rumors can spread rapidly, damaging reputations, increasing stress, and complicating matters unnecessarily. In a world where information circulates with incredible speed, it's essential to adopt strategies for managing gossip effectively. Stoic philosophy provides timeless wisdom that can help us maintain calm, composure, and clear reasoning when confronted with adversity. It reminds us to keep our emotions in check, especially when we first hear a story. Reacting impulsively or emotionally can worsen the situation and lend more credibility to the rumors. Instead, try to remain composed, approach the issue objectively, and take a pause before responding. Breathe deeply and remind yourself that other people's opinions do not determine your worth. Engaging in practices like mindfulness or meditation can help you stay grounded, allowing you to approach the situation from a place of clarity. Once you're calm, it's time to seek the facts. Often, unclear thoughts and details fuel the spread of rumors. Don't accept them at face value. Instead, look for reliable sources and collect accurate information to understand the true nature of the story. Engage with trustworthy individuals who can provide further insights before making any judgments. By asking questions and seeking evidence, you ensure that your response is grounded in truth, rather than assumptions. This approach enables you to make decisions based on facts, not conjecture. Think carefully before you react. Your response can significantly impact the narrative. Acting without considering the consequences might lead to misunderstandings and inadvertently amplify the rumors. Instead, take the time to evaluate the situation and think through possible alternatives before reacting. Responding to rumors in a calm, measured way, and sometimes choosing silence or a slow, deliberate response can be the most effective course of action. Always be mindful of how your actions and character are perceived. The most powerful counter to false rumors is to consistently demonstrate your integrity through your actions. Over time, honesty and steadfastness will erode the credibility of any fabricated stories. Stay true to your beliefs and values in everything you do, and let your behavior reflect the kind of person you truly are. The more consistently you align your actions with your core principles, the less likely it is that false narratives will gain traction. Stoicism teaches us to detach from what we cannot control. And one of the things beyond our control is the opinions and stories that others spread about us. It's vital to accept that you cannot change what others think or say. What truly matters is how you conduct yourself and what you think of yourself. Trust in your ideals and remain faithful to them, no matter what others claim. By applying Stoic concepts such as emotional control, seeking the truth, responding thoughtfully, maintaining constancy, and disregarding others' opinions, You can navigate rumors with wisdom and equanimity. With these principles, you can confront the challenges posed by gossip with poise and strength, safeguarding your dignity and peace of mind. In dealing with the difficulties life throws at us, Stoic philosophy emphasizes approaching them with fairness and inner strength. This is particularly crucial when we encounter injustice. The wise Epicurean principle, bear and forbear, teaches us to endure hardship without complaint and to forgive the mistakes of others. Nelson Mandela's fight against apartheid in South Africa exemplified this philosophy in a powerful way. Despite enduring long years of imprisonment which could have fueled anger, Mandela emerged as a beacon of peace and unity, demonstrating profound Stoic resilience. Mandela didn't passively accept the injustice of his situation, but rather chose to focus on healing and unity instead of seeking revenge. This decision highlights a fundamental Stoic tenet. Our greatest strength lies in how we choose to respond to external circumstances. Imagine how our lives might be transformed if we took a page from Mandela's book and chose to approach unfairness with understanding and compassion, even in the most challenging situations. Is it possible for us to cultivate a response based on kindness, even when it feels beyond our reach? Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, suggested that the most powerful way to respond to someone who has wronged you is by not stooping to their level. Instead of engaging in conflict, he advocated for fostering an attitude of healing and progressive thinking. Mandela's influence reshaped an entire nation's perspective on justice and reconciliation, illustrating that silence in the face of injustice is not a sign of weakness, but rather a powerful tool for change. It signifies personal integrity and a deeper commitment to peace. This Stoic approach doesn't mean passively enduring mistreatment. Rather, it involves a purposeful silence, one that prepares us for thoughtful action. It is about maintaining inner peace and using that calm to inspire solutions that not only correct wrongs, but also contribute to a collective movement toward a better future. As we face both minor and major injustices, we can look to Mandela's example of silent strength, understanding that sometimes the most powerful response comes in the form of silence. This quiet power can lay the foundation for meaningful change and lead us toward a life filled with greater peace and success. At some point, we all encounter unfair situations. As Stoics, we are taught to navigate these challenges with calmness and wisdom. The teachings of ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus provide valuable insights into how to manage these situations. They encourage focusing on what we can control, maintaining internal peace, and reacting thoughtfully. One of the core ideas is emotional regulation, keeping a cool, collected mind no matter what is happening around us. Marcus Aurelius urged that, in the face of external chaos, we must remain mentally calm. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation can help us stay grounded and regulate our emotions. Furthermore, we must accept the things we cannot change, recognizing that the only thing within our control is how we respond to others' actions. Instead of acting impulsively, Stoic philosophy advises us to pause, reflect, and choose the most rational course of action. When faced with unfairness, we should seek to understand why it occurred. This deeper insight can bring clarity and even suggest ways to resolve the issue. Avoiding the temptation to retaliate is another key lesson, allowing us to rise above reactive behavior and move toward more thoughtful, effective solutions. When confronted with anger or the desire for revenge, remember that acting on these impulses often only worsens the situation. Instead of reacting impulsively, choose to respond calmly and reasonably. Reflect on your values and principles, holding firm to them no matter what happens around you. Let your actions align with your core beliefs and moral integrity, ensuring that your response upholds your honor. Strive to set a positive example for others. By handling unfairness with respect and dignity, you demonstrate the right way to approach challenges. Focus on solutions, not the problem. When faced with adversity, adopt a problem-solving mindset, searching for ways to overcome the issue at hand. Communication plays a key role. Speak openly and honestly with those involved to seek a fair resolution. Advocate for changes in the system that address the root causes of unfairness. Consider every challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. Use every experience to reflect on what you can gain from it, growing stronger and wiser as a result. As you confront injustice, remain calm and grounded. Respond logically, sticking to your principles while actively seeking solutions. See these experiences not as setbacks, but as opportunities for personal growth and to improve your future readiness. Equip yourself with the skills and knowledge necessary to handle similar situations with even more wisdom in the future. In following these Stoic principles, you'll find that you can navigate unfair situations with grace and integrity, turning them into opportunities to grow and make things better. Let's explore now how to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "If someone provokes you, remember that your mind is part of the provocation." This principle helps us understand that we have control over how we react to insults, offering us a chance to choose a different path. Rather than responding in anger, choose silence and understanding, just as Mahatma Gandhi did in his struggle for India's freedom. Gandhi's approach to insults, whether verbal or physical, was to remain silent, which often disarmed his enemies and won him support. His response was rooted in pacifism, a philosophy similar to Stoicism, and it proved effective in diffusing conflict. By remaining calm and composed, you gain a sense of control and appear as a leader, detached from the chaos. This concept aligns with Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. How much worse are the consequences of anger and grief than the things that caused them? When faced with insults or provocations, think about the impact of silence. Could it be the key to a more peaceful and successful life? How might this approach shift the dynamics of your interactions and help you deal with challenges with clarity? As we explore the importance of silence in handling conflicts, we see that it fosters self-control and reflects maturity. Taking a step back, much like Marcus Aurelius advised, allows you to rise above small disputes, embodying the Stoic ideal of tranquility in the face of adversity. The power of silence has profound implications in every part of life. Imagine how your thoughtful actions could inspire others to deal with their problems more effectively. By embracing silence and thoughtful reflection, you can improve not just your own life, but also the lives of those around you. As we've seen through these 9 essential lessons, from handling insults to embracing silence in times of loss, Stoic wisdom offers us a way to foster peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius put it best: "Don't waste time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one." His words remind us that true strength lies in practicing what we preach, in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. By applying these Stoic principles, you can lead a more peaceful, fulfilling life. Let silence be your strength, and let it guide you toward greater understanding and kindness in your daily interactions. If this lesson resonated with you, please consider liking the video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to share these profound Stoic teachings with others who might benefit from them. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and personal growth. See you in the next lesson.